The challenge with Missing is to tell a movie that takes place entirely within computer screens, but not just to show a screen recording of your desktop. It's got to feel cinematic.
Who are these people?
Every single line of text that appears in this film, it's all customized.
We've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's a cacophony of social media.
I cannot take this anymore.
Scene 14, take 3, Mark.
Before we even started shooting a frame of actual principal photography, the directors, Will and Nick, made the entire movie starring themselves and starring their friends. And we ended up having an hour-and-a-half, 2-hour cut of the entire film in a very sort of sketchy way.
We wanted to know, before we actually spent $1 being on set with a real actor, where should the camera really be? We knew that if we actually designed everything beforehand, it would allow the actors to have that much more freedom on the day.
Whoa, June, okay, you gotta chill with that girl.
Sis,
Nothing that you see is screen recorded. Everything in this movie is graphically designed and animated to give you the cleanest, most cinematic viewing experience possible. It actually was much more challenging in a lot of ways to make than a smaller live-action movie would be. Every shot is essentially a VFX shot or an animated shot.
Every notepad, every file date when you open up Finder, every time you open up Google and type something, all those drop-downs when you start typing a search, every single frame of this movie is customized. The actual reality is that this is one of the most laborious, hair-pulling kind of projects that I think any set of filmmakers anywhere could ever embark on.
If she sets it down in one angle and you start running, and then we jump got stuff behind her she hasn't even touched yet.
Mom? Let me know when you get this.
Every single year, there's a series of apps that come out, and what we realized by putting 4 years in between Searching and Missing was that we had heaps of apps and storytelling devices to tell Missing on.
This is FaceTime.
Oh! I know. I just put the phone down for a second.
We live in a social media era. Everything is on our phones. All information is at the tip of our fingertips. So to be able to experience a movie where you're using all of the social media platforms that people usually use is so interesting.
Every cinematic set piece is an app that you're familiar with and that you can relate to.
There's text threads, there's emails, there's all kinds of alerts and pop-ups and photos, and there's a lot of Instagram involved.
I need you to go to my Instagram and find a picture.
I still don't see him.
Javi, please hurry.
And the last movie, Margot, the teenager who went missing, used Facebook mostly, and in this movie, our main character doesn't even have a Facebook, because I don't think we know too many people that age who actually do.
Oh, guess what? Your friend Javi friended me on Facebook.
For real? No way.
By making the story about a teenager, immediately the world of the internet opens up. She already has TikTok and BeReal, and the way she uses iMessage and Venmo and Snapchat, these are second nature to her. And what she has to learn in the story is how to use those apps to find her mom, as opposed to what those apps are.
I need someone to get to the hotel and get the footage before it's erased so we can see when she and her boyfriend left.
It's such a brilliant way to tell a story. You can move the action along with something as simple as you're watching her Venmo balance slowly diminish. Rather than shoot a montage about like, here's me physically spending money, you're able to just instantly translate that, and that's all you need.
When I stop and think about how much we depend on our phones, the Ring cams, our computers, FaceTime, it really is just the way of the world. We're actually seeing through the storytelling the way that most of us are living now.
It's a very 2023 version of Searching, and I think it really works.
And action.
Summer break! Woo!
Where is she?
Every single detail in this movie is consciously placed. Any frame you pause on, you're gonna find something really interesting to see. One thing that we wanted on this movie is to make this movie pause-proof. So if you're at home watching your Blu-ray or watching this on digital and you pause it and you come back, I guarantee before you press play, take a look around the frame, you're gonna see something really, really crazy.
There are things that you need to know.